Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my channel, my dear friends and viewers. I was planning to upload the regular continuous traffic hazards and its economic and health hazard, consequences on Pakistani cities. And the next in line is Quetta and Khuzar. But I came across a couple of news items related to mineral discoveries and consortium of investors being called up. So I thought to do a channel, a vlog on it. So here I am, just a recap of whatever information I have gathered. So, in short, nations rise when leaders choose wisdom over shortcuts. So, we are going to now share lessons from history for Pakistan's mineral wealth. I see a collage of leaders such as Lee Kuan Yew, Mandela, Jinnah, Chairman Mao, and Erdogan, with their nation's achievements. I try and see but find none of the current Pakistani leaders in their league. History remembers leaders not for their power, but for their choices. Lee Kuan Yew turned Singapore from a swamp into a superpower. Mandela forgave his jailers to unite South Africa. Jinnah carved a nation from nothing, fighting against two superpowers, Indian National Congress and Royal uh, British m- Empire, working in or operating in India as British Indians. Erdogan, he has industrialized Turkey like never before. And none of these leaders did it for personal gains. They did it because they believed in their people. Today, Pakistan stands at such a moment at the crossroad. Will we learn from such leaders or will we go on as it is? The power of selfless leadership. I'll cite three. Lee Kuan Yew took no salary, banned nepotism, built Singapore's sovereign wealth for $700 billion. Erdogan renegotiated Turkey's gas deal with Russia, saving billions. Imran Khan, as prime minister, reworked IPP contracts, cut CPAC costs, freed jailed workers in KSA, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, not for any personal benefits. He even reworked a Reko Diq contract, getting $11 billion fine waived off, and increased Pakistan's share to 50%, up from 25%, only in national interest for the people of his country. True leadership is doing what's right when no one is watching. When a man builds cancer hospital before holding office, renegotiates deal without kickbacks, and fight for prisoners without publicity, that is not politics. This is love for one's people. Imagine if such determination guide our mineral wealth. Imagine if every leader asks, am I serving or am I profiting? What Pakistan's elite owe their people, public servants, salaries versus wealth. Judge generals, bureaucracy live lavishly. Yet, how many built hospitals without state funds? Trickle down versus floodgates. Minerals could fund school, hospitals, and roads, but today people get crumbs while elites dine. Establishment's role, even in 1992, they celebrated the trophy but erased the captain out of it. What does that say about priorities? A soldier's honor or a nation's leader or a public servant's job is in serving, not making millions of dollars to retire in foreign countries. A judge's dignity is in justice, not privilege. Yet today, those who draw salaries from the people deliver far less than a man who gave his own wealth to build hospitals. This is not criticism, it is a mirror. Will we dare look into it? Today's governors at crossroad, short-term thinking, More deals like Reko Diq is equal to more unrest, less legacy. Long term vision, Child's model is equal to stability, global respect. What did Child do? I'll explain a little later. Question to you: do you want to be remembered like Lee Kuan Yew or a footnote in Pakistan's collapse? Hope, touch wood, never it happens. To those who hold Pakistan's reign, you are not just power holders, you are history's students. Lee Kuan Yew's family still lives in a modest house. Erdogan's foes admit he revived Turkey. Even Ayatollah Khomeini's heirs cannot touch Iran's sovereign's wealth. Legacy is not in palaces, it's in the people's heart. Will you choose it? Ruler's path to redemption. Renegotiate Reko Diq like Erdogan did with Russia. Mandate 51% Pakistani ownership like Lee Kuan Yew. Pledge minerals profit to a public fund like Norway's oil trust. For the people, demand transparency, not just protests. Support who works for you, not those who say they work for you. Nations are shaped by the choices they make their resources. Some, like Chile and Indonesia, turned minerals into lasting wealth. Others, like the Congo, fell into chaos. Pakistan stands at such a crossroad today. With Reko Diq, KPK's lithium and gas and oil reserves just found, it can lift millions from poverty and put on the road of prosperity. Let us study history not to blame but to learn. Do not misconstrue my words, for I am not, this is not saying to surrender, it is to say upgrade yourself. You want to keep your status, keep it, but now earn it by delivering. The people gets wealth, but responsibly. No one loses except the looters. The choice is yours. Be the villains of Pakistan's poverty or the heroes of its rise. The treasure beneath our feet, Balochistan Reko Diq, 500 plus billion-dollar gold, copper, chromite, gas. KPK's lithium, 16 million plus tons of available stones full of lithium. 1 trillion ton approximate is the value. Copper gems are over and above. Other places we know we have oil and gas discoveries and the coal that is already being extracted. Tentative estimates $6 trillion plus, that doesn't include KPK's discoveries. Allah has blessed this land with riches, enough not only to end our own poverty, rather to help reduce even poverty of other nations, much less blessed than us. But wealth beneath the ground is only a potential, like a seed. Planted wisely, it grows. Mishandled, it rots. The question is, will we be child who renegotiated and took most of the percentage of its resources as childs? Same did Indonesia. Or will we be like Congo that got rotten by the deal? Lessons from Chile and Indonesia. Chile lithium strategy nationalized copper in 1970, kept 51% ownership in all deals. Now earns $20 billion a year from mining, 30% of government revenue. Indonesia's nickel ban banned raw export, forced foreign firms to process locally. Now dominates 60% of global EV battery supply. Chile did not beg foreign companies for scrap. Indonesia did not surrender its nickel. Both negotiated from strength because they controlled the resources. When Pakistan signed Reko Diq's deal, why did we accept less royalty from others? The cost of short term thinking. Reko Diq 2011, Pakistan received $11 billion penalty. Originally 6 billion, then raised to 11 billion penalty for canceling an unfair deal. CPEC mines US and Chinese firm may take 75% or more. Lithium leaks KPK deposits quietly offered to Arab consortiums. We'll have to see what happens. Question is, what should we go for? Short-term cash or long-term wealth? Pakistan's 217 mining policy baffled me. It allowed foreign firms to repatriate 100% of profit in some cases, reported by Dawn 2017. Why was it so? In 2011, Pakistan received $11 billion penalty and was supposed to pay it to Barrick Gold, Canada. In 2022, Barrick Gold and Pakistan signed revised agreement to restart the Reko Diq project, where Barrick Gold agreed waiving $11 billion penalty, plus lowering its interest to 50%, 25% to Balochistan and 25% to federal government Pakistan. Originally, 75% interests were held by Tetian Copper Company. Imran not only saved $11 billion penalty, rather also increased Pakistan's share to 50%, another negotiation feather in his cap. Balochistan was also much better off, as instead of only 50 million in 2011, it was awarded 25% share plus 50 million without requirement to contribute towards exploration expenses. Sindh Engro Coal Mining Project (CPEC), Chinese firm secures 75% equity for Tharkol, leaving Pakistan with 25%. That's Express Tribune 2019. A hungry man may sell his farm for a meal. A wise man will plant seeds. When we rush into deals without transparency, without local consent, without maximizing values, without caring for our people, we are that hungry man. The $6 billion Reko Diq penalty that was later raised to 11 billion, the CPEC terms in coal, these are not accidents, these are choices, and choices have consequences. The path of wisdom: renegotiate existing deals like Indonesia did in 2020, 51% ownership minimum like Childs, Codelco, local processing mandate, no raw export, build refineries, public trust funds like Norway's oil fund, $1.4 trillion worth today. Resources can lead to refinery, to jobs, to exports, to wealth. Sorry. The solution is not to reject investment, but to structure it wisely. Imagine if Reko Diq's $500 billion funded a sovereign wealth fund for every Pakistani child. Imagine KPK's lithium building factories, not just filling foreign banks. This is not a dream. Child did it. Indonesia did it. Will we? I think at this level, one may need determination and a lion's heart to fight for one's people in negotiations, not with alliances, arms, or begging for money. A choice for the powerful, a short term graft, more unrest, less legacy, long term statesmanship, stability, global respect, and wealth for all. To those who decide Pakistan's fate, remember, history remembers kings not for their triumph, but for their wisdom. Will you be the leaders who lifted this nation or those who sold its future? The minerals will be mined. The only question is who will benefit. Quran says Allah does not change the condition of people until they change what is in themselves. The minerals are here. The models of prosperities are here. The choice is here. What will you do? With that, I come to the end of this presentation, my vlog. I'll see you soon with my regular theme of traffic hazards with the cities of Quetta and Khuzdar. Till then, you look after yourself, stay healthy. Bye bye for now.